rise from the ashes. Yeah. I came from the nights where the ceiling felt low, where dreams got buried underneath the snow. Every nightmare said, you're finished, you're done. But I woke every morning like we're not done. I faced the darkness and straight at the flame. Carried the pressure, protecting my name. They thought I would crumble, they thought I would crash, but watch me stand tall. I rise from the ashes. I got nightmares knocking when the whole house sleeps. Dreams so heavy that they cut too deep, but I keep one spark underneath my feet. Turn every bad memory into something I speak. I remember the days when I doubted my name, when failure kept calling and feeding the flame. Everybody had advice, but nobody stayed. So I learned how to build with the cards that were played. Passion in my chest, fire in my veins. 1,000 thoughts fighting through the pain. Every scar became a chapter, every loss a lesson. Every nightmare turned into another obsession. I don't need a crown just to know I'm alive. Don't need applause just to know I survived. I walked through storms with my head held high. If the world wants to test me, then let it try. I've fallen before, but falling ain't defeat. You can knock me down, I'll get back on my feet. Every setback gave my heartbeat a reason. Every dark night made me stronger each season. Now I turn fear into fuel for the mission. Every you can't becomes tunnel vision. They see smoke and think the story is through. They forgot one thing, I'm still coming through. I rise from the ashes, I rise from the flame. I walk through the darkness, but carry my name. Nightmares tried to break me, but they made me awake. Now I'm chasing every dream they told me was fake. I rise from the ashes, no fear in my eyes. Passion in my heart and determination inside. If everything burns, I'll rebuild what I lost. Because greatness ain't measured by the size of the cost. I hear voices saying slow down, quit, but I answer with a pen and another sick verse. Not sick with defeat, I'm addicted to growth. Every word that I write is a promise I wrote. Dreams refuse to remain inside my head. They keep waking me up when I'm lying in bed. Nightmares show me everything I don't wanna be, so I turn every image into fuel for the dream. I'm passionate, stubborn, relentless, driven. A closed door doesn't mean I'm forbidden. Sometimes you build your own way through the wall. Sometimes you stumble before learning to crawl. I don't fear pressure, I welcome the weight, because pressure can forge what the wall cannot break. I'm not chasing perfection, I'm chasing progression, turning every mistake to another direction. The ashes prove that the fire was real. The wounds remind me of everything I feel. The past tried to own me, but I broke that chain. Now I turn every memory into power again. Let the old version fade, let the new one begin. Let the fire burn away, every voice ain't quit. From the dust to the sky, from the fear to the faith, I'm rebuilding my world from the pieces that stayed. They can count every loss, they can talk about scars, but they can't count the distance between me and the stars. Here's to the dreamers who are fighting alone, building their futures from nothing they've known. To those with nightmares that follow them home, still chasing a purpose wherever they roam. Don't let one bad chapter convince you it's done. Don't let one dark season erase where you're from. The fire isn't over just because you see smoke. Sometimes that's the moment you finally know. Passion burns like a storm in December. A heart full of reasons I refuse to surrender. Every failure behind me is part of the design. Every step that I took brought me closer to mine. I don't know what tomorrow is planning to bring, but I'll keep chasing the impossible thing. If the road turns cold, I'll remember the flame. If the world says stop, I'll remember my name. I rise from the ashes, I rise from the flame. I walk through the darkness, but carried my name. Nightmares tried to break me, but they made me awake. Now I'm chasing every dream they told me was fake. I rise from the ashes, stronger than before. Every time I fall, I come back wanting more. Let the past stay behind, let the future unfold. I was built in the fire, now I'm breaking the mold. Yeah. They thought the ashes meant the story was over. Nah. The ashes are where the next story begins. I had nightmares, I turned them into dreams. I had darkness, I searched for the light. And when they thought there was nothing left, I rose. I rise from the ashes.